sitting at Hallman Lindsay Paints. I'm sitting at Hallman Lindsay Paints, and I am trying to get. I'm sorry. I'm trying to talk to you. I'm trying to tell you what these officers just did, and I believe it's harassment, police harassment, intimidation. It's like, I know when you get off work, I know where you are, and these cops are choosing to harass me by showing me, like, following me after I got off work, and by and then and like to tell me that, yo, we know where you are, we know what you're doing, and we know when you go home. So someone told us when you were leaving for work, and we know you were coming, and we're going to follow you home, or we're gonna try to catch you to make if you make like a moving violation, we're going to catch you, or like just to terrorize. Like when police cars get behind you, it's kind of terrorizing. It makes you kind of nervous. So I pulled off. I know I kept going straight. I didn't go home the way I normally do. So I kept going straight.
Okay.
I went back to work.
What is your name?
My name is John Lattimore. And then
You said John?
Yeah.
And then how do you spell your last name?
Lattimore.
All right. What's the best phone number to reach you at?
608-733-8446. The only reason I called the non-emergency number was because after I went back to work, grabbed my check, at the same intersection, another police officer drove in front of my vehicle. So I have a camera. I have a camera in my car. So I'm going to go home and take the clips out of my dash cam of what just happened, and I'm going to post it on YouTube. But I wanted to tell you that because I firmly believe these police officers are harassing me.
Okay, so I can go ahead and have an officer get in touch with you. So you said you're at home right now?
No, I'm in front of Hallman Lindsay Paints. So it's right across the street from.
Oh, Hallman. Okay.
It's right across the street from where I just told you the police officers. I kept seeing police officers like twice in like 4 minutes.
All right, and it was the Hallman Lindsay right off, looks like East Broadway Service Road.
Yeah,
I do see that right across the street.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's exactly where I was when the two police officers passed in front, got behind me on my way home, and then I continued to drive straight, and I turned around because I forgot my checks, came back to work, left, and came to this exact location that I just told you, and another police officer drove in front of my vehicle.
Okay, John. So what I can do is I can go ahead and have an officer get in touch with you.
Okay.
Would you mind staying at the Hallmans?
Okay. Is there any form of harassment going on in the community right now that you've heard of about me, John Lattimore?
No. This is the first time that I have heard about you or talked to you.
Okay. So no knowledge of John Lattimore calling the police over the last few years about being harassed?
No, I've not gotten any calls like that.
Okay. No one else that you know of?
No, I have not gotten any calls about you. And this is the first time that I've talked with you, or I guess heard of you.
Okay. So you want me to stay here until the police officer gets here?
So they may try to give you a call. They may try to call you first, so just go ahead and look for like a blocked or restricted number, because that's what the police officer's phone number will show up as.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and let you go. If anything changes, just give us a call back, okay?
Yep. Thank you.
Yep. No problem. Bye-bye.
Hello?
Hi, John. Officer Pansky, Madison Police Department.
Yep.
Hi. How can I help you?
So, it was like 15 minutes ago, I was leaving from work, and two police officers were at the intersection by Route 66 and Arby's, and it's where I leave to come home every day. And as soon as I left, they pulled behind me. They got behind me, And instead of going home the way I normally do, I decided to keep going straight down. I forgot what road I'm on now. I think this is like, I don't know, the road right next to the Beltline where I was.
Okay.
I know it seems not important. Two different squad cars get behind you. It happens, right? So I didn't think anything of it. I just decided to go home a different way. And then hello?
Yep, I'm here.
Is somebody talking over there?
It's my radio.
Okay. So I remembered I left my check at work, so I went back to work to pick up my check. I left work, went to the same intersection, and there was a police officer in a unmarked vehicle who passed right in front of me. Since I know it's unlikely that you're going to see two cops at the same intersection 10 minutes apart. Less than 4 minutes apart. Three police officers less than 4 minutes apart. I decided to call the police or call the non-emergency number because it's unlikely. I think they're participating in gang stalking.
Actually, that was me and my partner. We were transporting somebody to a gas station off the interstate. We were definitely not stalking you at all.
No.
I just want you to know that was me and my partner. And then the unmarked, they have the traffic team just got on now, so that would make sense why you saw an unmarked, because a lot of the traffic teams they're in an unmarked squad, so they're going to be on the Beltline doing traffic tonight.
So how likely is it that I would have seen your two squad cars, and then 5 minutes later another squad car at the same intersection after I had left from work for a second time?
Due to a call for service in that area at that time, very likely. But you probably won't ever see that again unless you come in by Arby's when we have another call again, because we respond to two squads at a time to every call.
Yeah. No.
So
After that happened, I'm telling you, I saw another police officer in an unmarked car at the same intersection.
Yeah, because the traffic teams, they do their traffic over in this area.
All right.
And they just got on a little bit ago. So I wouldn't worry about it. I've never heard your name before, so I think you're fine.
Okay, but that does seem like gang stalking, where police purposefully try to let you see them at a certain time and place.
But I'm telling you it's not, because we were there on a call. So it's definitely not.
Well, that's
not what you think it is.
What was the call? Okay, you can't tell me. You won't tell me that. But you know that could be made up as well, right? If a large group of
I can
people.
tell you what the call was. We had a guy that was sitting at the truck stop that somebody was concerned about. So we went to Arby's and met with the guy that was sitting in the corner and wanted a ride. So we gave him a ride to a truck stop down the road off the interstate, so he could get another ride.
All right, but you do understand how that could be set up, just for you guys to be there at that time.
Well, like I said, John, I've never heard of your name before, so I definitely am not stalking you. I can assure you that. But is there anything else I can help you with?
And then the other thing I wanted to say was that I see police officers everywhere I go. It's more than I have in my entire life.
Maybe you're a little hyper-vigilant or something, or, is something else going on?
No, it's just you purposefully show up at locations like I just told you. So then you start noticing police officers at different locations everywhere you go. So if you go to the grocery store, like when I arrive at the grocery store and park my car and a police officer drives in front of me, you start to notice bad things. So, or police officers. So like you park at home and then there's a cop that drives past you, you start to notice those things. And I just record these things and save them.
No, that's fine.
And then I googled what that meant, and it means gang stalking. It literally means that you are being stalked by somebody. If people arrive at the same time or right after you arrive, and it's the same group of people, it's called gang stalking.
Okay, well, I appreciate the education on that word. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, that's cool. I'll just post it. It's going to be there for everybody to know forever. So if you want to deny that gang stalking, it's cool. I'm being honest, it's terrorizing. I hate seeing you guys. I hate police officers showing up everywhere I go. I hate being followed by police officers. I hate it. And I'm asking you guys to stop doing that.
Okay, well, I have no idea who you are, so I definitely can't say that I've done any stalking of you whatsoever, so I've never heard of your name.
Have you heard of a report that John Lattimore's been calling police often to report harassment?
I have not. This is the first time I've ever heard your name, and I've been here for a while, so...
Okay, all right. You guys get a lot of calls then from different people? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I've been calling for like the last 3 years about harassment, and it's funny that nobody's heard of my name.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, John.
Okay, cool.
You have a good evening, okay?
All right, you too. Thank you. Please stop the harassment. Appreciate it.
All right, cheers.
Phone call completed.
A song that's just so magical and so rare and so perfect that everybody hunts for the unicorn.